Dear students, I am very happy to see you. So we are discussing the chapter evolutions. So we have discussed so many things up to this. Say for example, how the life molecule originated. Then what are the evidences for the evolution? Then finally, in last class, we are discussing the theory of evolutions. So already one theory we have discussed, that is Lamarckian theory, theory of Lamarck. So today class, let us see the another important theory. So Darwin's theory of natural selection. So this is very important. So Darwin was called the father of evolutions because he proposed so many concept how the species are originated. Some objection also occurred for the Darwin's theory. Some people actually accepting the Darwin's theory. So these are the things we have discussed in this class. Let us see the first, the Darwin theory of natural selection. Darwin wrote one book. The book name was The Origin of Species by Natural Selection. Darwin traveled so many countries from England. Actually, he was studied in Shrewsbury University under the guidance of his botany professor. He traveled to American islands and saw many species. Some variety of species he had seen. He observed so many similarities and dissimilarities among them. From that species, he arrived some concepts, that is theory of natural selection. Those who are fit to the particular environment, they survive and that area. Those who are not fit or unfit to that kind of environment, they were eliminated from the environment. So this is the Darwin's theory of natural selection. So he proposed so many concepts. The concept one is overproduction or prodigality of productions, which means that increasing the numbers in the populations of particular species. Say for example, there are two type of species existing in our environments. Some are fast breeders, some are slowest breeders. The fastest breeders, one example here, the salmon fish. Salmon fish is the fastest breeder, laying millions of eggs. So this is increasing the populations. So the slowest breeders, you know, so one organism is slowest, and the elephant only uh, some kind of species, only small species in this breeding life cycle produced. Okay, so due to the overproduction of these kind of species, what happened? There will be struggle for the existence. They are struggling for food, space, and mate, etc. Okay, so understand what I am telling? Okay, good. So there are two type of struggle for existence. One is intraspecific struggle. Another one is interspecific struggle. What is intraspecific? Intra means within the same species. You see the diagram. There are two elephants struggle. The both struggle. Okay. So interspecific means different species. You see the diagram. So one reptiles, another one insects. So this is the interspecific struggles. Then struggle with the environment. Sometimes some environmental changes or climatic changes leads to the struggle for the existence. So due to the overproduction of the organisms leads to the struggle for the existence. So those who are at the end of the struggle, what happen? Variations will occur. Some species to tolerate the struggle, some species to achieve the struggle uh, for the existence, some variations occurred in their body of the organisms, such as color, gait, behavior, etc. So these variations help them to overcome struggle and passed on to the next generations. Say, for example, one better example, the giraffe. Normally, the giraffe for the first time looks like a coat. Already, I denoted. Due to the scarcity of the food population increased, there will be the struggle in the environment so that they attain the food from the top of the branches. So the small variations will occur in their body. Long elongated leg and long elongated neck will be used to get the food from the top of the branches. That is the variations. So overproductions leads to the struggle for existence. It leads to the formation of the variations. So next, who decide the variations? The nature is the most powerful selective force for the variations. So the nature will select the variations. The variations traveled next generation to the next generations and form the new species. So that is nature will select the variations. Suppose we need so many eyes uh, watching TV. In the same time, we are going to watch the my video. Okay, so we need more eyes. So environment will select the for the formation of more eyes in after millions of years. Maybe the nature will select the formation of the new characters, right? So those organisms are having the variations. These organisms fit to survive. That is called the survival of fittest. Dear students, this is a very best example for you because now and then so many students are passed out from the schools and colleges, etc. But only we are having limited jobs, limited uh, areas or presence. To get the job, we must equipped with. You should have some variations compared to others. You should have some talent compared to others. So then only you survive in the environment, in the world, in the competitive world. This is best example for you, right? So next, so many objection to the Darwinism. This is very important questions. 5 more questions it may ask. Darwin failed to explain the mechanism of variations. How the variations are formed, he failed to explain. Next, he failed to explain how the fittest arrived. Then he only focused on small fluctuating variations. Only small variations he could explain. Then uh, he was not distinguished between the somatic and germinal variations. What is somatic variations and what is germinal variations? The variations occurred in the body cells are called the somatic variations. The variations occurred in the germ cells are called it as the germinal variations. He could not explain due to the occurrence of some specialized character in some species, which leads to death of their organisms. Say, for example, due to the presence of long elongated tusk, which is used to destroy the species, mammoth species. So likewise, the long oversized antlers means what? Horn leads to extinct of iris deers. How is it possible? He could not explain. So these are the objections to the Darwinisms. Next, some of the people accepting the Darwin concepts such as Wallace, Henrich, Haeckel, Weizmann, Mendel, so many people accept the concept of Darwinisms. They re-propose the Darwinian theory that is called Neo-Darwinisms. They emphasize some changes in the frequency of genes leads to the formation of a new species or new species formed. So that is called Neo-Darwinisms. Okay, so you should remember the names who are Neo-Darwinisms. Wallace, Kenrich, Haeckel, Weizmann, and Mendel are Neo-Darwinians. Okay, right. So thank you. Next class we see.